Does the community gather around and give your family a break? Are there any special events that people have sponsored for you and Bree and your family just to kind of get away?
Actually, yeah, in 2005, we probably had one of the biggest scares with her. But before, in late 2004, 2005, her doctor had put her name up for Make-A-Wish Foundation. And right before that, she had been in the hospital. We had just thrown her a big 10th birthday because she had reached her 10th birthday in 2005. So that was a big, huge milestone for her. I mean, it was huge. So we threw a huge luau. And we had planned it at an outside park, but that Friday before her birthday, it was storming. So we had to cancel. We had nowhere to put it. So I was looking through the phone book really quick, and I found right across Port Hueneme Beach, there's a civic center, like a theater. And I had contacted the lady, and I'm like, the woman who was in charge of it, and I explained to her, this is for my daughter, it's her 10th birthday, we're very lucky. And it was she herself, she's like, well, you know what? It was a big, big rental fee. She's like, don't worry about it. This is for Briana. This is for your daughter. So a lot of the community, they've met her, and she's had articles written on her in the newspaper by Colleen Kaysen. Mm-hmm. She's covered a lot of her birthdays. There was one birthday where she had been in the hospital for her birthday in March. So we couldn't throw her a party. So through that year, it was kind of touch and go with hospitalization. So finally, around October, Bree was really good. She was doing really good. So we threw her a Halloween birthday party. Everybody came in costumes, and Colleen showed up. So a lot of the community has. A lot of people know her, and they've gotten to know her. And wherever they see us around, they see Big Sister right away. How's Bree? How's the baby doing? And she's 13, but she's still the baby. Everybody is, how's the baby? How's the baby?
Well, there's besides we're talking a little bit about the blessings she brings, but also it's a hard financial burden too.
It is.
So
it is.
When she's in the hospital, are you working now, or this is your?
No, I worked for the government center. I was there for 10 years, mm-hmm. And in 2005, it was the biggest scare. She got a pneumonia really bad, and we were due to be discharged that morning from county. And she went into respiratory failure within 45 minutes. They had to intubate her for the very first time. We had never gone through that. And her pediatrician at that time was Dr. Barasa, also a wonderful, I can't say enough about Dr. Barasa. And he showed up in the ER, in the ER when they were trying to intubate her. And he had, okay, everybody move, you guys, can't do it. He did it right away, and they had to call Cottage Hospital. We had to have her airlifted. Mm-hmm. So they sent the team, the helicopter, because they said the, ambulance ride would have been too much for her. So at that point is when I looked at her dad and I said, I can't go back. She needs me 24/7. I had been working from the time she was born, so we sat and we talked, and I'm like, and I said, I need my time with her now. And I wanted special time with her.
Well, thank you so much for sharing today. The hardest part about caring for a family is really something that can be matched by community. And as we need to gather around our community, Ventura, it's time for you to get moving and help out Briana and her parents and people like her. Thank you so much. Welcome back to Get Moving TV. To help care for our children with special health care needs, we have a tremendous need for nurses. With me today is Big Sis. So Tatiana, what do they call you at home?
Tiki.
Tiki, that sounds like a good name. Now you've been really helping with your sister since you were about 2 years old, and a lot of 2-year-olds are kind of jealous of their new babies in the house, and you were the baby and getting all the attention. How's that been going for you and your sister?
At first, I was sort of like, why does she get all the attention? But then my parents finally talked to me about it, saying, oh, she's special, she needs more attention. And then I finally realized, it's okay, she's just another person, so she could have more attention because she needs it.
Well, so she's really part of your family, and at 15, your family is your teachers and your sports friends and everybody else. So is she part of your life with them too?
Yep, she's a big part of my life. She goes with me everywhere.
So how do you introduce her to people then? And how do you introduce her to people?
I say this is my sister. She's special, but she's just a normal person. She's sick, but she's normal.
And sometimes people in stores aren't very polite and sit there and you know, just stare and make you feel uncomfortable. I know you're not a very forward person. What do you tell them?
To take a picture, it'll last longer.
So that sounds good to me. So how can we help educate them? So when they're in the store and they see, you know, you're walking down the aisle with your sister and you're going shopping, what would you tell someone like that?
If they have questions, just ask and we could tell them about her.
Well, that sounds good. So people can, you're pretty proud of your sister, and I know that's part of the skill of being a nurse too, and that you want to be a nurse in the future, and we need more nurses here in Ventura County. I know that. So are you learning any kind of nursing skills with her? How do you help your mom take care of her?
I get her food ready for her with her machines. Then I get all her medicines ready.
So with her machine, so you're not afraid of turning pumps on and off? And
No, because sometimes when my mom's tired, she'll ask me to help her. And then I'll do all her medicines, do her food. When she starts breathing hard, I'll give her her medicine so she could breathe normal again.
I know your dad's very much a part of her life, and you know, when we help a man out, you know, we really try and teach other men how to do things. And is your dad a special guy?
Yeah, he does everything with us. He buys us everything we want, even if they don't have the money.
And I see some inventions here. Does he invent things for her?
But if he finds something, he'll always try making something for her. And he always tries doing new stuff for her so it could help her.
I know things like the feeding pumps, usually I see kids are plugged into walls. So did he invent something to kind of help her be able to feed wherever she is?
Yeah, he made a pole. It attaches to her chair, and you just put the machine in the little box, and you could take her anywhere with her food.
What an inventive guy that he thinks of things like this.
Yeah.
So in terms of your schooling, how's that going? Are you paying more attention to math and science than maybe a normal 15-year-old girl would?
Yeah.
So and finding the guy with the glasses and the pens in his pockets, I hope to study with, so give us a chance anyway, somewhere along the line.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been on any family trips?
We went to Florida. We went to Disney World for a whole week.
And what at Disney World, so you really got a chance to be with your family and do normal family kinds of things. And did someone sponsor that trip to Disney World?
Her old doctor, Dr. Barasa.
Wow, what a nice guy. So the world, you know, everyone in the community gathers around your family, and your family is part of our community too. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciate it that you're looking forward to becoming a special healthcare needs nurse. And Ventura, thanks so much, this family who's shared with us their experience with a child with special healthcare needs. Briana has taught and brought us all around her as well, and taught us a lot about life and living too. So Ventura County, it's time for you to get moving.